Hello, Aubrey. What's shaking?
Not too much. How are you?
Good. We're recording today on a Friday and it's sunny out. So I'm very excited to be done with work and get outside. But I do have a question for you, Aubrey. You ready?
Okay, yes.
Do you get your hair or your nails done often? Are you always in the salon getting a mani pedi and a
No,
salon visit?
absolutely not. I can't
Oh.
stand a pedicure because my feet are too ticklish. Like, don't touch my feet. And it's
Right, right.
expensive. My daughter put on like glue, I don't know, press on nails.
Yeah.
And she's 10. She couldn't tie her shoes. She couldn't hold a pencil. I'm like, you have to take these off. They're just impractical.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. No, I also am not a big salon goer, maybe a few times a year max for the hair, and that's it. Yeah. So,
Yeah, and haircuts are expensive. In fact, my husband
mhm.
just this morning was cutting his hair with a Flowbee. I don't know if
Oh,
you've heard of that. It's like a vacuum that attaches to hair cutting tools.
wow, that's
And so
really
it like sort of vacuums up the hair as it cuts. It's actually kind of
yeah.
amazing. I'm curious if any of our listeners use a Flowbee.
But I wanna know, did he take like a Flowbee training course? Did he take a course to know how to use the Flowbee properly? Because it feels like I would still mess things up
It
even if I
does
had
seem
a
like you
tool.
could, have it
Yeah.
be a disaster. He's been using it for years. He's probably had it for 20 years, so it's pretty
Wow. Think
impressive.
about how much money he saved
A
over the
lot.
years.
I know, right? He probably did watch a tutorial or 2. There were definitely instructions, and I think there
Yeah.
was a learning curve. The first couple of times he maybe had to go to a barber to have him
Uh-oh. Yeah.
clean it up after.
Right, I think the stakes are usually lower for guys. You could just go, "Yeah, just
Definitely.
kinda cut it a
Just
little
shave my
bit.
head. Just shave
Yeah,
it
no
off, we'll
problem."
start over.
Right, right. Yeah, so I love that we started off the episode today with I asked you, "Do you get your hair or nails done often?" So talking about getting something done or having something done,
Yes,
right?
we got a great question about this, and we're going to share details about this today with some fun examples. So let's
Yep.
get into this.
All right, I'm going to read the listener question, but before I read our question from Sophia, I want to remind our listeners, guys, hit the follow button right now to make sure you get 5 episodes a week of All Ears English. All right, so
Absolutely.
here it is. How are you? I'm Sophia. I just want to say thanks for answering my questions. I often can't find answers online, so your insights are really helpful. I have a quick question about the phrases get it done and have it done. They both seem to mean completing something, but I'm not totally clear on when to use each one. Could you help clarify the difference and maybe share a few examples? Thank you so much. Best, Sophia. That is a great question, Aubrey.
Yes, it is a really good question. These have the same meaning. They're both used to talk about something we can't do for ourselves, something we have to have or get someone else to do for us. But get
Mm-hmm.
done is more informal. And I
Okay.
asked a few people what they use more.
Yeah.
And where I live, at least in this regional dialect, quite a few people said they felt like have something done felt very formal to them. They said, I always say get done. I got to get this done.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's definitely more formal for sure.
Yeah,
I
but
might choose yeah, but
go ahead.
let's go. Let's explore. Let's explore. So
Yeah, we'll dive
forget.
into both with
Mhm.
examples and kind of share if one feels off. It's definitely
Yeah.
interchangeable. Don't stress about this too much. They
Yes.
mean the same thing. People will
Right.
understand you, but get often, the verb get often makes something informal. All of the
Oh
different
my gosh,
verbs
yes.
we make with get are going to be more informal,
And there are so many. And it's probably time for another episode on that, right? Or maybe
right?
to
There are so
cover
many.
get verbs that we haven't done yet on this show.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure
not
that
a bad
we'll
idea.
come to that another day. So, first one, so get done, right? So paying for a service or having something done for you. All right. For example,
Exactly.
get my hair done, get my nails done.
Waxing,
When
maybe
get
facials,
waxed.
all of these
Mhm.
things that usually people don't do them for themselves. They'll say,
Mhm.
I get it done at a salon, right? Or
Yes.
lashes, I need to get my lashes done. A lot of people use like, I'm saying false lashes, but there's another word, artificial lashes, eyelashes, or get my
Yes.
brows waxed, something like that.
Mhm.
We'll say, I need to get it done.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Let's do a little mini role play here. So, go
Sure.
for it, Aubrey. Mhm.
When did you last get your oil changed?
Oof, it's been a while. I probably need to get that done. Right? So I need to get my oil change. Well, I need to get my oil changed, right? Mhm.
Exactly, right? So often this will come up as a response. If someone's asking you, do you need to get blank done?
Yeah.
Then when you respond, oh, I need to get it done. I need to get that done,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And so
Mhm.
often things that a mechanic would do for your car, things a doctor would need to do for you, anything that you can't
Right.
do for yourself. That's when we use these
Yeah.
phrasal verbs.
But the key difference, sometimes you might actually be saying, if we talk about the active voice, I actually need to get something done, to take action and complete something myself, right?
That's true, right?
That's another meaning. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's a good point. If say, I need to get my homework done, I need to get
Mhm.
this work done,
Yes.
then that's different. It's a whole different construction.
Right. And then it becomes very different from number 2, which is to have something done. Someone does it for you. Today we're talking about when someone does something for us, right, Aubrey?
Exactly. Yes.
Yes.
And this
Mhm.
is a little more formal, not
Mhm.
tons, but
Yeah.
depending on someone's regional dialect, they might be much more used to hearing one or the other.
Yeah, so have something done. I actually do agree that it's a little more formal. I would say that too. If I'm kind of trying to, I don't know, sound more fancy, I'm describing a
Yeah.
fancier event, I might swap in have my nails done before my wedding, right?
Right,
As
you're
opposed
wanting
to
to
get my nails.
sound a little more posh, but
Yeah,
they
but we
are
don't have
very
to.
interchangeable. You could say, "Oh, I need to have my trees trimmed. I need to have
Mhm.
that done," right? It does have
Right.
the same meaning.
Yeah. So in a role play, you ready? Should we go
Yes.
for the role play? All right. Just got our windows cleaned. It was high time.
Oh, yeah, I need to have that done.
Yeah, so you can see how it's real interchangeable here, right?
Exactly, for that, you could definitely say, "I need to get that done. I need to,"
Mhm.
but either way, you're meaning, "I need to have someone else do that. I'm
Yeah.
not cleaning my
Yeah. I
windows."
think we're really just showing our listeners that you're not cleaning your own windows, right? We're just showing our listeners they have 2 options here, right? You really
Exactly.
can't go wrong when you interchange them for the most part. Okay.
Right.
Okay, Aubrey, time for a role play. So here we are discussing our cars.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
like, I'm gonna do a role play where it's something that I would not be able to do myself. I know some of
Yes.
you out there are maybe mechanics or just are really
Yeah.
good at working on
Mm.
your car, and you maybe would say, I need to do this. I need to, but for me, I would say I need to get
No.
these things
Right.
done.
Right. Because, yeah, this is all about having someone else do something for us, right?
Exactly. It's not my expertise. You want to
Yeah,
start
me
us out?
neither. Me neither. This is a fitting role play for me too.
Yes.
I had to get my brake pads replaced. The brakes on my car had started squeaking.
Oh, mine are squeaking too. I need to get that done.
Seems like there's always something to fix.
For sure. I had to have my alternator worked on last week.
Yikes. Hopefully, I don't need to have that done. That's so true about cars, especially if you have an expensive car that's really expensive to
Mhm.
fix. You're always bringing it in, right?
That
Yeah.
happened with me we bought a Volkswagen Passat, and
Oh,
I don't know if it was a lemon. We say that for cars that just seem like they need to be fixed all the time because it was a newer car, but just things were going wrong all the time. But now we have a Volkswagen Jetta, never a problem. So
okay.
sometimes you just never know
Yeah, sometimes it's not. Sometimes I find that certain I thought you were going to say the Volkswagen just tended to be
in
expensive,
general.
or breaking down a lot. But I think sometimes it's just the car. And a lemon is a great bonus word for today, by the way, right?
Yeah, I don't know
So,
if I've mentioned this on the podcast, but my dad's favorite joke when we were learning French and we went to France, he found out that a car in France was a
oh
citron,
yeah,
which
I
means
love that.
lemon in English, and he's like, "I can't believe they named this car Lemon." But of course, in
That is
French, lemon doesn't mean a
hilarious.
junky car.
Yeah, I love that. That is so funny. That's why
It
we
is
need cultural context when we translate ads for cars and things like that.
yes, definitely.
Oh gosh, that's funny. So let's go through this here. So I said I had to get my brake pads replaced, right? And
Meaning
then
you weren't going to do it yourself, or you didn't do it yourself,
mhm,
someone did it for you.
exactly. And then you said, "Oh, mine are squeaking too. I need to get that done." Right? Again,
Yes,
going for the get something
exactly,
done.
and we could say,
Mhm.
"Oh, I need to have that done," but this is a little more informal, a little more conversational, "Oh, I gotta get that done."
Yep, get makes everything more casual, right?
Yep. Mhm, and
Mhm.
then I said, "Oh, I had to have my alternator worked on."
Yeah. Okay. And then I said, yikes, meaning, ooh, right? Just
Ooh.
reacting in a
Yeah, but a
dramatic
negative
way.
kinda like, "Aye, that's
Yes.
not
Right.
great."
Exactly. And then I said, oh, hopefully I don't need to have that done. Right.
Yeah, and so you
Yes.
could say, "Hopefully, I don't need to get that done,
Mm
have that
hmm.
done." Both
Mm hmm.
interchangeable, really. They both just mean something I need to have someone else do for me.
Exactly. I love it. So what's our takeaway for today? I mean, I love the fact that these are, both about having people do something for us and they are interchangeable. So we have options, but our listeners also have the option to up level if you're talking about a fancier scenario, you do have that chance to use have, right? You have that
Yeah,
option. Yeah.
right? I need to have my hair styled, I need to have my nails done, does sound just a little bit fancier, a little bit less informal.
Mhm. Yeah, anything else to leave our listeners with today?
Yeah, I think, this is a fun way to connect, really, chatting about like this conversation about our car, things that you
Mhm.
need to get done, things you have to have done, whichever phrasal verb you use, right? Strike up a conversation about something like this.
Yes, I love it. Good stuff, guys. Hit the follow button right here on All Ears English, and we'll see you soon. All right.
Awesome. See you next time.
Take care, Aubrey. Bye.
Bye.